Hi there, it's Elden here, and today I wanted to talk to you about keeping yourself organized and knowing what's going on within your business. And how we do that is through tracking. And now there's a number of different tracking companies out there. You can use Bitly, there is ClickMagic, and a whole bunch of other ones. And they all basically do the same thing. They'll all allow you to track who is doing the best through your solo ads and your Facebook ads, as well as who is not performing and who's landing on your page and from where they're landing. And when you have control of what's happening within your business this way, you're able to focus more of your attention on the things that are working and cut away the things that aren't. So let me just show you an example, if you're not familiar with tracking, what it can do for you and how it kind of works. And then we'll also get into custom domains versus public domains. And it's not as complicated as you might think it is. Okay, so okay, let's say we have a solo ad. We've put together a email campaign, and we've got different people that are sending out campaigns for us. So there's this guy. We'll do 3. There's this guy, and then there's this guy, and then let's say we have a Facebook ad. Can you see that there? And then there's the Google. And maybe we've got a couple different ads that we're running on Facebook as well, and different ad copy we're running on Google. Now all of these different pages and these solo emails maybe I'm making this a little too complicated. It doesn't have to be. It's the artist in me. So now we have a landing page or a capture page. I'll call it capture page. And there's our content, whatever it is that we're planning to offer them. And then that goes on to a sales page. Okay. And then this goes down into our list. Okay. So we've hired a bunch of different people, and we've got Facebook and Google ads going out, and we're advertising our product, whatever that is, and we're sending them all here. So now you can see how complicated this can be. You know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different things going out here, and this ad copy is probably the same. You're just using different people's audiences to track, or to rather get to your page here. But do we know who is actually opting in and from which audience is actually doing the best? Maybe our email copy is resonating more with this person. Maybe this guy here, he gets, let's say, 250 opt-ins. And this person is only at 50 opt-ins. And this person is, let's say, 100. So when we have custom tracking, we're able to assign a custom tracking link to each of these different pieces of ad. And it's still going to the same page, but it is separated, and we know that this one is Facebook. We can call it anything: Facebook 1, Facebook 2, G1, G2, and then let's say Igor and Mark and Betty. Well, now with tracking, we're able to say, okay, Mark, he's obviously not performing as well as Igor, and Betty, well, she's doing good. It's better than Mark. What is it about this audience that isn't working as opposed to this one? And should I be able to, can I tweak this to make this come back to this? You don't know these things unless you start tracking. Same with Facebook. You've got a split test going on, or Google. Do you know which of these ads is working best? Well, you know this with a custom tracking link, all leading back to the same source here. So you can start to see how important this is. Now, one more thing before we get into... Now, all of these different tracking companies have public domains that they use they offer you a public domain so that you can start using their product. I don't recommend that. I'll just put here public. And then the other option is to have a custom domain. And this is going to be your own personal domain. Your own personal web domain. And the reason why is that we have spammers out there. And as much as companies try to not keep spammers from out doing what they do, it's still going to happen. And if you're using a public domain and someone is spamming, there's a very strong likelihood that that domain is going to get blacklisted for a time until they are able to sort it out and get that person off of there. And in the meantime, you're stuck with not knowing what is happening within your business. So it's really smart of you to go and get yourself a custom domain. Now, I use Namecheap. The name says it all. It's cheap. And it doesn't have to be a really complicated type of name. It could be something as simple as tracking it, or anything. It could be marshmallow cookie. And when you use a really odd name, chances are it's not going to be used, and it's never going to be seen. It's not a domain that's going to be looked at and said, oh yeah, okay, this is from this place or that place. And that's not what it's used for. Now, the other thing is, if you use some domain suffixes have more value attached to them than others. So you might find that a domain like IO is more expensive than a dot like ICO or ICU or .com. These ones might have more or less value to them. So you don't need to spend a lot of money on a tracking domain. And it's really used just for tracking. And with that, it allows you to put tracking on multiple offers from multiple places to multiple people, and you're going to start to be able to see what is performing and what isn't. So I'm going to leave a link down below here. If you want to check out the one I use, go for it. If you have a tracking link company that you want to use, by all means do that. And we'll talk to you later. Okay.